You ready?
And we're live in three, two.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Channel. I don't know why I do that. I should stop.
Last week you didn't, so
I know.
I guess today you like me. Welcome back to another episode, everybody. Today we are reading Reddit stories once again,
Woo!
because that's Kevin's favorite. He doesn't like doing other things.
One trick pony. Here I am.
So today's theme is should I leave or should I stay?
Ooh.
People debating if they should leave their marriage or leave their relationship. I have 4 stories. I have 6 really good ones, but I'm doing 4 and I'm gonna let you pick the last one.
Cool.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Story number 1. I, 28 male, want a divorce from my wife, 27 female, but everyone wants me to forgive her. Me and my wife have been married for 3 years. First, let me say my wife is not struggling with any issues that I am aware of, and we know each other since grade school. We literally know everything about each other and families. About 2 months ago, I came home and found my wife and 6 month old daughter on the couch. My wife was asleep and my daughter next to her. The moment I went in to greet them, I smelled my daughter immediately. She needed a diaper change, and I didn't know how long it had been since her last diaper change. I took my daughter from the couch to go change her diaper. As I didn't want to wake up my wife doesn't sleep during the day, so I know that if I find my wife sleeping during the day or any time before 9 p.m., she had had a hectic day and is just drained. I walked into my daughter's room, placed her on the changing table, and started to change her diaper. Not even 2 minutes later, my wife walked into the room, and as I greeted her, she looked at me and looked down to my daughter on the changing table and went into a rage and started to attack me. I was stunned for like a second, and instincts kicked in, and I leaned over my daughter to protect her. My wife was shouting while hitting me, "How could I? How could I?" over and over, and that I'm a monster. I had no idea at the time what she was talking about, and the morning I left, everything was as good as it could be. She then ran out of the room like 5 minutes later. 3 police officers had me in handcuffs, and my wife going crazy that she caught me SAing my daughter. You know what's SAing?
No.
Sexually assaulting.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I was speechless at the moment and I couldn't believe what she was saying. I asked what she was talking about. All she kept saying is that she saw me doing it. I was arrested and released the next day when the police had a look at the camera footage in my daughter's room, clearly seeing that I was just busy changing her diaper and nothing happened. There is no evidence that to support my wife's claims, and she attacked me without provocation. I want a divorce as I can't believe she would even think that I would do something like that. I haven't spoken to her since I got released, and my phone has been blowing up with calls and texts with her apologies. I honestly don't care about that. The moment she said those words to the police that I SA'd my daughter, it was like all the love I had for her just left me, and all I feel is a void inside of me at the moment and nothing else. I had her served with divorce papers a week ago, and now everyone is constantly harassing me from my family, her family, our friends to talk to her and try counseling to sort this out. She can get counseling if she wants, but I'll not be involved. I am going for full custody of my daughter. My lawyer has informed me that I will most probably get full custody of my daughter due to my wife's violent outbursts on camera, and that I had to shield her with my body and the false claims laid against me, noting her mental state. Everyone is saying I'm taking things too far by divorcing her and trying to take my daughter from her, but nobody can give me a reason as to why she did what she did. She herself, in the 374 messages, hasn't given me an explanation as well, just constant sorry. And we can go for marriage counseling and individual counseling again. I don't care, she can go by herself. I'm just worn down at the moment as the gravity of everything is hitting me. What should I do? Everyone is on her side. What am I missing?
Crazy.
I read this already, but I didn't realize in the first like paragraph, he said, "First, let me say my wife is not struggling with any issues that I'm aware of."
Mm-hmm.
So when I first read this really quickly, I thought like something postpartum because the baby's only 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, she's probably dealing with like, there's this thing called postpartum psychosis
Mm-hmm.
where like you start imagining stuff. You don't know what's happening. Things are happening in your brain and you don't even know it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
But who knows? I think postpartum psychosis can happen like anytime.
Mm-hmm.
But what the heck?
I'm speechless. Honestly.
Right?
Yo, that's scary. The fact that like she basically blacked out almost, right? Because she saw what she saw, but
And like, where did she see him essaying her?
mm-hmm. In her dream, she was sleeping.
If the wife walked into the room and like he's changing the diaper, like, was she like spying on him? Was like
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then like they had a camera inside that room.
the baby's room? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that saved him from
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Because they looked at the footage and he was literally just changing her diaper.
If it wasn't for that camera, he'd probably still be in jail. But I mean, at the same time, no, because I know the baby is only 6 months. But they probably would have done tests, right? Because you
Yeah.
can check if
But
there's
still.
traces of sexual assault.
Yeah. But still, footage is
I mean, I
crazy.
don't blame him. Like that's such a.
Yeah. And the fact that like he said that as soon as those words came out of her mouth, he was like, he like lost all love for her.
Mm,
But I don't know why everyone is on her side.
yeah. Is it because of what you just said? How like when you just give birth, you have that pregnancy
Postpartum?
psychosis? I don't know what I would do honestly.
I know it's actually really
Like that's
hard.
still like they're married and everything, had a baby together, so like clearly they had a lot of love for each other.
Yeah, they've been together married for 3 years. I don't know how long they've been together in total, but
Since grade school, they said.
oh, they've known each other since grade school.
Bro, what would you do? Like, would you give it a second chance? And if ever something like that happens again, then you call it quits?
That's what I
Or.
was gonna ask you. I'm like, do you think he's like giving up too easily?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get that, like, how can you think that of me type
Mm-hmm.
thing from his
Mm-hmm.
wife?
Because, like, it's such a traumatic experience that, like, I mean, you can give it some time and then, like, get back
Yeah,
together or whatever.
yeah.
But he's serving papers right off the bat. That's kind of crazy.
I feel like she should maybe see a doctor and get diagnosed with some type of postpartum thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe that'll like somewhat give him peace.
Because it wasn't her, it was the hormones.
Yeah. Divorce papers a week later is kind of.
I mean, yeah, it's such a, like, give him the benefit of the doubt, give her the benefit of the doubt. But the fact that everyone's siding with
With
her.
her. Yeah, no one's like. Literally nobody. Everyone is on her side.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, why?
Comments?
You do not need to stay in a relationship no matter what caused her to snap. She physically attacked you. She called the police and said you assaulted your own daughter. If you feel divorce is the best option and have mentally checked out, it is the best option.
Mm.
And then he replies, honestly, at the moment, I'm thinking that something is wrong with me. I don't see myself ever getting past this. What about the next time I'm alone in the room with my daughter, playing with her or anything? Divorce is the only option for me, as I'll not be in a relationship that I have to constantly look over my shoulder, especially if I did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm. Like, even though I said, like, wait for that second time around, but what if that second time around there is no camera to give
Back
him
you
the
up.
proof? Yeah. Like, now you have this first event that you can be like, oh, this has happened before,
Mm-hmm.
where she blamed me or, like, accused me of this and it didn't work out in her favor.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess that could, like, back him up already, but still.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like he was a bit too quick with the 1 week divorce papers.
Mm-hmm. Be away from your significant other for a week, maybe even longer, but
Like take a break.
give it like a solid month.
Yeah. But I would say like have her get checked out with
Mm-hmm.
her postpartum things and then see, but like some of these comments say like he's already checked out.
Yeah.
So like how much work can you still put in to like trust her again.
Mm-hmm.
The wife said that she would do like couples therapy, individual therapy. I feel like they should both do therapy because he's probably like traumatized from this,
Yeah.
right? I feel like it would help him.
Mm-hmm. But like you said, if she doesn't get that diagnosis of postpartum psychosis, then
I think whether they stay together or not, like my guy needs help too after getting freaking traumatized from that.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I say try to stay, but if he's out of it already, it's tough. So, should he stay and try to fix it with her or
I would think so. You have a kid together, but like he said, he lost all love for her.
like right there and
Yeah,
then
I think I'd wait like at least a month to see if some love comes back or whatever. But once the love
is gone?
leaves,
Sad.
yeah, very much so.
See if there's any updates.
Update. Oh
Update.
shit.
Oh, it's a really short one. Update. Sorry, but for some reason I can't update on the post. Quick update so far as life has been hectic at the moment, especially with everything. Divorce is in progress.
Damn.
My daughter has and is in my custody, and my lawyer says it's basically 100% that I will receive full custody of my daughter, and my soon to be ex will receive supervised visits. What happened to her? She had had a dream and decided that the dream was reality when she walked into the room and saw me changing my daughter.
Thought
And
so.
then it says, we'll make a full update if I have time. And he has no updates, and it's been a year.
Mm.
Oh,
If I
you're
have time, I hate
right!
when people say that if I have time. You always have time.
No, he doesn't. He's full custody. He's single dad, man. Wow, you were right, babe.
Yeah, I thought so.
Most upvoted comment. I'm sorry your family is ruined, but you're doing the right thing. You need to protect yourself and your daughter. I don't think mentally healthy people act like that because of the dream they had. She has a week long enough to call the cops and to give them a statement. If it was hallucination, psychosis, delusion, she's most likely paranoid, schizophrenic. What if her next dream will be that your house is contaminated with some lethal poison and she has to burn it? Or you or your baby are demons and she has to kill you. Okay, well that's it. Like it might like all be related to postpartum psychosis and she needs help. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that she is like dangerous. She might be dangerous towards them.
Mm.
But she needs help either way.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I'm like, should he have divorced so quickly? I get that he doesn't love her anymore, but if
Yeah.
there was some type of love left, I don't think he would have divorced so quickly. He would have given it a chance.
Mm-hmm. Even if Mia would have waited at least a month just to see, like, at least where this is going after the therapy and everything, but he was so fast
If she
to,
got help too.
yeah.
I don't know if there's like medication for these type of things, most likely, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he left, so we're not answering should he leave or should he stay.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was in that situation, I'd probably stay a bit.
Yeah.
As much as it's dangerous, like maybe I would have taken my daughter away for a bit and you can go and get help
Yeah.
type thing.
I don't blame him though.
Yeah, I know. Cause like how could yeah, but it's so hard. It's
It's
just
so hard, yeah.
she's like
Mm-hmm. It's easy to say for us that, like, give it a
yeah,
bit
no
more
for
time, but
sure.
once you're actually in it,
And
like,
he got attacked and was scared for his daughter, so I get it. Sad. Next story. Story number 2. Am I like putting you to sleep with these stories? It's literally that.
I
My
really don't
gosh.
know.
Okay, story number 2. Am I the asshole for starting the divorce process after finding out my daughter isn't mine?
Tough.
My life feels like a bad drama show at the moment. For some context, me, 33 male, and my wife, 30 female, have been married for 7 years, and what I thought was our daughter is 3. Looking back, this all started after my wife gave birth to her daughter. She suddenly became a lot more affectionate to me, was a lot more active with me in the bedroom. She also made my favorite desserts a lot more often. She is a fantastic baker. I, of course, didn't suspect anything since even prior to her pregnancy, there were no symptoms of cheating, but also possibly could be that I just didn't look close enough into it. Well, this whole fiasco started 2 weeks ago after a day out with my daughter, and she just sat me down in the evening and came clean about the fact that her daughter wasn't mine.
Oh.
Her waterworks, of course, also started, and apparently it was a guy from the gym. and it lasted a month before he disappeared on her after he found out she was pregnant. Honestly, even typing this now, I feel like crying since I thought I did everything perfectly, but she still cheated. As much as I wish I could say I had a stone face or something, I just started crying and she tried to comfort me, but I just pushed her away. I felt so disgusted by her. After I had calmed down a bit, I just grabbed my jacket and left for a hotel, and while I was leaving, she just begged and pleaded me to forgive her and that I was the only father her daughter knew. After crying myself to sleep in the hotel the next day after I turned my phone back on, I had seen she had blown up my phone and I didn't read any of it and just blocked her. After having a little bit of breakfast, I contacted a lawyer to start the divorce process, and at work I just asked for some time off, and my boss gave me a month off. By the evening, my mom and sister were calling me on her behalf and were on her side, and that just hurt me even more. While I'm not proud to admit that I did drink myself to sleep that night, after that night, I started staying with my best friend, and my mom and sister kept spamming and calling me. After a few days later, she probably got the divorce papers. My mom just sent me a long text to summarize was that I should have stepped up and forgiven her and not abandoned my daughter, and that she would disown me if I went through the divorce. My sister and mom are against me divorcing her, but my best friend and his wife are saying I have the right to not want to be with her or take care of her kid. I'm split on this. On one hand, I did raise the baby for 3 years. On another, I don't know if I could, in the right mind, raise the reminder of my wife's affair. Edit 1. To put some context, my sister is infertile, so I think that's only partly why my mom doesn't want me to continue the divorce, since she will lose her grandchild.
Well, shit. You? The guilt killed her after 3 years.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Took her 3 years. Why 3 years? That's
On a
crazy.
regular day,
Yeah.
he just came home and she
Yeah.
just openly said it.
Yeah. That's.
Would you have thought that she would taken this to the grave with her and not say
Yeah,
anything?
honestly.
I wonder if the baby like really looks like a mix of both of them. Because how would you have not known? You know?
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Must have been similar to the guy she cheated.
And I wonder what she would have done if the other guy actually didn't ghost her after a month, finding out that she was pregnant.
I think if the guy didn't ghost her, she would have just,
Went with the guy?
yeah. Because the guy would have fought for the kid, right?
Right.
So then he would have found out anyways. That's crazy. I feel bad because obviously, like, 3 years having a dad and then all of a sudden you don't, like, I get that some people leave, but how sad is that? And then I wonder what the mom would tell the kid. Like, yeah, your dad left us. When that wasn't really your dad.
Yeah. And then, like, what would you do if you were his mom? Like, would you feel the same way as the mom? Because that's not really your grandchild now.
Yeah. No, I don't really know how I'd feel as a grandmother, the grandma, but I feel like for him, like, I don't know, 3 years is a long time. Raising a kid that you thought was yours, and then like, how could you not wanna still be in their lives?
As a dad?
Yeah, at least as a dad.
I don't know. Like, the fact that she was able to keep it away for 3 years and then that's not actually your child. First of all, you should start with a test because that could still be his, no?
No, I think she's 100%. I think the wife is 100% that it's not his.
Because she took the test and everything, a DNA test.
No, I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe they should take a test. But she still cheated, regardless, right?
Regardless, yeah.
I would divorce her and still try to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Interesting.
I would. Bro, like you raised the kid yourself and you're like, that's my child, that's my baby, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, I feel like the wife would fight him and be like, that's not even your child. Why would you want to co parent? I feel like the wife would be like, if you want to still see the child, it's because we're together as a family.
Mm.
If you want to see her separately and co parent, no, because it's not actually your child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who knows?
True. Possibility.
I think he doesn't want to co parent because it's just a reminder. But still, the kid has nothing to do with it.
Again, give it some time, you know?
The kid has nothing to do with it, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's different as, like, you know, when it's those new relationships where, like, you meet someone with a kid already and then, like, you take that role and everything. But when it was supposed to be yours and then it's not, I feel like you feel some different type of way. Because I feel like you're kind of relating it to that, where it's like still your kid at the end of the day, you're the one that raised them and
Mm-hmm.
everything. Which like at the end of the day, it should still be like that, but at the same time, it's like,
To each their own.
yeah, you got done
It's
dirty.
his experience, but I don't know why these freaking families are like siding with the people that are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the last story,
Well, the mom, I kind of get it.
because she wouldn't have a grandchild.
Yeah, and I feel like,
Okay, then stay in contact with them if you want. If you think that's really your grandchild, but like in his eyes, he's like, "Well, I'm out."
mm-hmm,
She can stay in contact
mm-hmm,
if she wants to believe that that's still her grandchild, because he doesn't, right? If she wants to believe that and wants to keep that relationship, then go ahead. But if he
yeah.
doesn't want to, then it's his life, bro. Top comment. You're not wrong, OP. She only stopped the affair because he split after finding out she was pregnant, and only after a month. She was already sleeping with him without protection. I smell bullshit. What would she have done if he has taken responsibility for the child? Most likely run off with gym buddy. You are her backup after he left her. I'm sorry this happened to you. You can still be in the child's life, but I would get into therapy before making any decisions. But the divorce is 100% justified, not the asshole. Update. Hello, everyone. First off, I want to say I'm high on emotion and drunk while typing this, so excuse any writing mistakes. Also, I want to thank everyone that has supported me and sent me nice messages. Now, on to the update. After seeing a lot of advice, I decided to meet up with my wife in a cafe today. My best friend and his wife were there as well, just in case she tried to pull anything. I'm just gonna keep it short. She tried apologizing, and I just didn't want to hear it. And she asked what I wanted to ask, why she cheated, and if she already had done a DNA test like I suspected. And the reason she gave is the main cause why I'm drunk. She cheated because the guy was attractive and she made a mistake. Isn't that a bitch? Give someone all you have, and one attractive dude comes and she fucks you right over. And yes, she has already taken a DNA test, and my daughter isn't mine. I'm still gonna take a DNA test for proof in court, and as well just to make
Wait,
peace
the
with it.
DNA test is hers?
She did a DNA test back then.
Uh huh.
It came out not
Not
his.
his. Okay. Yeah, I think you said mine. Is
Isn't
mine.
mine.
Oh,
Isn't
isn't.
mine.
Okay, okay.
I'm still gonna take a DNA test for proof in court, and as well just to make peace with it. I also blocked my mom and my sister. Wow. And will probably give my mom a visit in the coming week to give her peace of mind. Yeah, that's about it. My wife just fucked a guy because he was attractive. Ain't that a bitch? Sorry if this isn't the update you wanted to hear, but yeah. Also, to everyone that is planning to say for me to reconcile with her, go fuck yourself, unless you know what I'm feeling at the moment. This guy's lit as fuck.
Yeah.
Top comment? I'm honestly with you on this one. I think separating yourself from them, your mom and sister, is what I would have done, harsh words included.
Yeah.
And here's a second update.
Oh, wow.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to fill you in some things that have happened today since a lot of you asked. First off, I've seen my daughter again. Oh, he's calling her his daughter
Mm-hmm.
again. I've seen my daughter again since I needed to go for the DNA test, as well as the fact for me to see if I could potentially raise her. I told you. And to be honest, I might get a lot of hate for this, but it just doesn't feel right. I have an overwhelming feeling of sadness just seeing her. I just imagine a future where my wife hadn't cheated and I wasn't in this mess. So I don't think I will stay in contact with her, as cruel as it sounds. But I think it's better both for her, since I don't think I would be a suitable father for her, and to myself for my mental health. And now I have to wait for the results of the DNA test. Another thing that has happened is that I'm going no contact with my sister and low contact with my mom.
Damn.
I spoke to her again on the phone, and just like I suspected, it was a bluff, and she has promised to stay out. For some context, my mom has no family besides my uncle, and she is often lonely since my father passed. So I think she didn't want to lose another part of her family, and I have already told her I don't mind staying in contact with my wife and daughter as long as she keeps me out of it. But I still have gone low contact since she has hurt me a lot by siding with my ex, even for just a short period. My sister insisted on the issue and I just blocked her. I just wanted to thank everyone for the kind comments and messages. And sorry if this isn't what you wanted to read. I don't know if I'll update again since I doubt anything of interest will happen.
Hmm. Why the sister? No contact at all?
She ain't minding her own fucking business. Oh, he wanted to try.
I don't know. I didn't really feel like he wanted to. Got a DNA test and that was it.
No, he was saying that he was like, he wanted to see his daughter and see if he wanted to raise her.
And then no. Once he saw her, he's like, he wished that it didn't happen, but like it wasn't gonna happen.
Just a reminder of her.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Poor little girl.
Story number 3.
My 27 female husband, 28 male, secretly recorded us and sent it to my ex.
The mail sent it to.
Her ex. I just found out my husband, 28 male of 2 years, secretly recorded us during sex and I'm freaking out. He sent it to my ex that he's always been openly jealous of. I knew he could go a little over the top sometimes, but this honestly is making me insane. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure what to say. I found out from logging into his Instagram and seeing their DMs. My ex was angry in the text but blocked my husband right after confronting him. This exchange was around May of last year. I'm really scared and I'm panicking, LMAO. What do I say to my husband? I know I need to confront him, but I'm just so scared. I can't believe he'd record us without even me realizing. What if he has more on his gallery? I'm so worried, I'm so scared, I don't know what to do. Edit, I've cleared my head a little and I'll be looking for any more evidence I can. My sister has a lawyer that I am in contact with, so I trust things will go accordingly. Thank you again for the advice, everyone. Wish me luck.
That was a short one.
He has issues. What's his problem?
Yeah. If it's only because of jealousy, then
Yeah, ew.
it's not good.
I would run.
Yeah. First of all, why is he jealous? No
Yeah,
context,
right?
no nothing. Is he just good looking?
Her husband is probably just insecure, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Apparently, people saying it's illegal.
Obviously,
I would think
no
so.
consent.
Illegal and
They're married, right?
yeah, 2 years.
You never know a person until you know a person, right?
It's disgusting. She comments here, exploring my legal options sounds like a god plan. I'll need to talk to my parents first, but knowing them, it'll be hell loose if they find out. Do I risk that? The thing is, I never talk about my ex. Maybe a bit when we first started dating, but never when we got married 2 years ago. I'm really not sure what caused this. Maybe there was beef between them that I don't know of. That's creepy. She has no updates. Move on. Run away.
So what do you do at that
Divorce.
point? Do you divorce him?
Yo, I'd be so scared.
Cause yeah, like she said, right? Like there could be more videos in the gallery.
Yeah. Oh my god, is he okay? There's no updates, so we'll never know what happened
How long ago was this?
2 years ago.
Tougher.
These are some really heavy stories. Story number 4. I'm considering divorce. My husband, 33 male, and I, 31 female, have been together for 10 years, married for 7, and we have a 2-year-old little girl. My husband was diagnosed with schizophrenia 6 months ago. He had an episode, and I immediately took him to the hospital because he was so out of it. He stayed for a week and was released on medication with follow ups with a doctor in town. Before all of this, he was a very loving and attentive husband and father. He and I were pretty happy and fully believed I'd grow old with him. I felt safe with him. He knows all of my secrets. He was/is my person, and I adore him. My husband thought his first episode was just because he'd been so stressed at work and wasn't serious. He didn't think it would happen again, and we worked on making it a little less stressful for him. He did end up not taking his medications because he thought it was unnecessary. A month ago, he had another episode and it was really bad. He asked me for a glass of water, and by the time I brought it to him, he didn't recognize me at all.
Oh.
He thought I was trying to poison him and hit me in the face. He hit me hard enough to break multiple bones, and I've permanently lost vision on my left eye.
Oh.
His wedding band caught my eye and also cut my face. I was terrified he'd attacked our daughter, so I ran out and called the cops. Our daughter was not in the room with him. I went to her to make sure he couldn't get to her. He was also taken to the hospital due to his altered mental state. I didn't press anything and basically told everyone it was an accident. I know logically that it wasn't him doing that. Once my husband came back around to reality and he saw the damage he'd done, he was inconsolable for a while. He hasn't skipped a single dosage since then and is taking therapy seriously. He was absolutely horrified that my injuries were his fault and could have hurt our daughter in the state. He has apologized profusely, and still his hands shake when he touches my face. He still breaks down often over my injuries and is very apologetic. The problem is, I can no longer trust him. If he moves too fast, I jump, and I'm afraid that he will hurt our child one day or attack me again. I have nightmares about it, and I no longer feel safe. He knows all of this, and every time I flinch away from him, he looks like he's going to cry, but I can't really help it. I know it has not been even a full month since all of this happened, and in time it may get better, but then again, what if it gets worse? I'm somewhat reassured by him taking it all seriously now, but I don't know if I will ever have that feeling of being safe with him again. So I've been considering divorce. I still love him. Nothing has changed there. There's now fear there, and I'm not sure I can pretend that everything is okay and go back to the way we were before.
But now, like, he's taking his medication seriously and all that stuff, right? So, but now you're living with that fear every single day that you never know if he ever skipped a dosage or not, and he could potentially go back. Bro, lost her vision?
Yeah, like
That
fully.
must have been a crazy punch.
Yo. She said she broke some bones too. She broke some bones
From
and
one punch?
yo.
You? I got nothing to say. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I think I'd leave, honestly. Just like her, like, contemplating on leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have space maybe.
No, honestly, like, the fact that she's considering divorce,
Yeah.
like, if I was him and it got brought up, like, I think I'd fully understand. Like, the fact that each time she flinches, like, he's brought up to tears, like,
Like he feels really bad about
yeah,
it.
like, me being him,
You'd
like,
understand.
yeah, and, like, I wouldn't want to live like that too, you know? I wouldn't want her to live like that. Bro, she lost her vision permanently. Like, you'll always be reminded of that.
I feel like he should understand it as much as it would hurt.
Mm-hmm.
If he did understand the situation of how she felt, why would you not want your wife and your kid to be safe if
Yeah,
you know that this could happen again?
exactly.
But I don't really know anything about like medication with schizophrenia and
Mm-hmm.
like how like does it just like never happen again? Does it happen like sometimes like
Yeah.
so you never really know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, because
It's scary.
it's scary for sure.
And it's so sad. Because if it's not divorce, like they would maybe just like separate and like not live together and see how like his medications work. But like I said, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how they is there a cure for schizophrenia? Like
Yeah, and I wonder if it's as extreme as I said it earlier, where like you skip one dosage. Could you potentially go through an episode like that too, or it's like consecutive days? Because he stopped.
yeah, because it sounds like
He thought he was getting better. He didn't need the pills
yeah, so
anymore,
he
right?
stopped for a while type
Yeah.
thing.
Cause bro, like me being him, like if you want a reminder for your dose, like your pills, just have a look at your wife.
It's crazy.
But
It's
like
so
again, like
sad.
do you want to live like that?
It's so sad. Oh, it's so sad. I don't know. There's no updates, no comments. But I don't know, as much as I would say like I hope she does research and like sees like
A specialist.
yeah, specialists and see like where this is gonna go for him
Mm-hmm.
as much as she can see the positive like after what had happened. I don't blame her, bro. And then you're also scared for your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wonder what's the timeline of when it happened versus when she was contemplating
The divorce.
divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have any experiences in relationships where you're like, should I stay or should I leave? Or you just left and ran?
That I thought about leaving because of something happening.
Yeah, or you like gave it a chance and you like, no, not something happening, just like
Anything.
generalized. Like, do you think you should have stayed a bit and make it work a bit? Or were you like, nah, I'm out and I'm out? About anything in life, even friendships. Do you have friendships like that? You don't have a lot of friends. You didn't have that many relationships
No,
though.
the only thing is with where I feel like I cut it off too fast.
So you should have stayed and tried to make it work a bit?
Yeah, for myself, or at least I communicate with her like my
Your thoughts and
yeah
emotions
my
and
my concerns.
concerns.
There you go. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. Besides that, no other regrets. I feel like that's the only
Not
regret.
regrets, just like should you have done things differently? Should you have stayed longer.
Mm,
No?
just that.
You didn't have other relationships, no?
Not really. What about you?
I feel like my first relationship I could have left way earlier.
Your first?
Way earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Second, not sure. Because I feel like it was already not going that great, but
Mm.
yeah.
Alright, that's it.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Some of these stories were actually pretty like